a beginning of the season. I mean, I did not do my preview, but I was able to do my predicted starting 11. I am sorry I was not able to post it, but at this point, I feel like despite the fact that I was not able to post it, it's fine because you know what? Chelsea will find a way to ruin your day. If it's not by one thing or the other, it is the way they're performing. From the Raheem Sterling team antics to Maresca replying to the way the whole game just went on, and from us conceding our first game of the Premier League. I mean, I was excited for kickoff, but if this is the case, I absolutely I know, I know. I pledged it from the beginning that, I hope Chelsea will actually do something, but this is not the case. And 2-0? Guys, a 2-0 loss for Chelsea for opening game. And yes, Maresca has a long way to go. Where the hell was Cole Palmer in this game? I guess he's a bit rusty from not from not being there in preseason, from participating in the Euros. But the whole game, honestly, was a bit underwhelming for me. Chelsea fans online are a bit angry. I am honestly very angry, actually quite disappointed. But it is what it is. It's Chelsea. It's the first game of the season. What did you expect? Hmm? What did you actually expect? So if you're new, please make sure you like the video, share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. Let's jump right into it. Now, before this game started, of course, we know as Chelsea, we have lots and lots of players. We have up to, I think, 40 players now from the ones we've loaned. From the last time I counted, I think we have 40 players. Now, in terms of this game, coming to this game, I was actually overwhelmed in who I would predict to start in terms of my preview. I'm sorry I was not able to do my preview. Life has been happening. But I had to come on here. I mean, our first game, we registered our first loss. Yeah, I had to come on here, but yeah, let us not panic. Yeah, we have to stay calm. It's just the first game. It's Maresca's, he's getting the hang of it. But you know what? We can't be practicing with the Premier League. We cannot be practicing with these games as the games go by. We are part of the teams that lost their first game, including West Ham and the rest. But we are not off to a good start. Yes, there's some positives of the game. Yes, start from the starting 11. I'm getting carried away, guys. From the starting 11, we had a very interesting starting 11. We had a very interesting lineup. We had Sanchez in goal. For the back four, we had Malagusto, we had Levi Colwill, we had Fofana, and we had Kukurea. The Cucurella memes are killing me, yo. I know Cucurella went hard in the Euros, and he deserves it, guys. He won a Euro for crying out loud. So cut him the slack. It's just the first game, and yeah, just he needs some paella and estrella. So leave Cucurella alone. Then in terms of midfield, we had Lavia, and we had Enzo. Then in terms of the forwards, we had Nkunku, Cole Palmer, then we had Jackson. So that was in terms of the starting 11. Now, in terms of the player that was snubbed, we had some players that were not even in the starting 11, were not even on the bench. In terms of the first player, we have Raheem Sterling. Now, in terms of the previous matches that Raheem has been present and available, he has always been able to participate in the Man City games, and he does put in a bit of a contribution. Let us cut him some slack. So in terms of Sterling, now him not starting the game, his representatives or his team had something to say about it, and let us just say they're not happy about it. The fact that he was snubbed for the first game, at least they would have expected a bit of involvement of the player, but it was not to be. So I guess Rahim was not happy, and Enzo had this to say that he is the coach and he can only pick so many players. And here we go again. It reminds me of the past, but just different coaches. But in terms of Tuchel had all these talents, but he was able to manage them. You get nostalgic at times like this when you lose. But in terms of the first half, a very interesting first half, I would say. I mean, in terms of the first, we held on to the game for the first 30 minutes. Yeah, I would say 19, yeah, because we considered our first goal at the 90th minute. We tried. We really did try, but that was when my joy was cut out. And if you see me laughing, guys, This is not actually, I'm not laughing because I'm happy. I am laughing because I don't have another way to cope. This is the only way I can cope. So Chelsea has pulled one on me for the first game of the game, and I am just glad I'm here to tell you guys because it has been shitty. And if this is how it's gonna be, it's gonna get to as the season keeps on going. So yeah, we consider our first goal in within the first 20 minutes, and by none other than Haaland. And the Cucurella memes drop. Oh my god, it's gonna be a long, long, long season, guys. I've already seen it, but it is what it is, and here we are. After conceding by halftime, we were 1-0 down. We had a goal, we had an attempt, but it was ruled offside. Yeah, you know, Chelsea with our issues in the final third, coming with the same baggages from our previous relationships or previous season. Excuse me. From our previous season, and it's just not working. So coming to the second half, yeah, a lot happened, and I have seen a lot of agenda against Anthony Taylor. Personally, yes, you would see the instances where Anthony Taylor was clearly biased. But then again, you know, we've been complaining for so long, and it's always Chelsea against the team we're playing, and if you are having Anthony Taylor as our referee, so I'm honestly not surprised. And yeah, versus Anthony Taylor. He's the player of the match. I mean, hey, I have to comfort myself. But the first match of the game, very disappointing. We lost it 2-0 considered. The second half was where we considered the second goal by none other than Kovacic. Yes, very noble of him not to celebrate, but still a goal. Yeah, it's gonna be a long season. So 2-0, we concede. What I can take, yes, we had substitutions coming in, but at this point, does it even matter? Yes, we had new signings coming in. We had KDH coming in. We had Drewsbury Hall coming in. We had McGui coming in. This also came in, but I would like to see more. Like, we are not like we cannot continue like this as Chelsea. And if anything, if we are going to go on in the club, in the Premier League like this, at least put in some effort. I know Cole Palmer, yes, as I mentioned, he might be rusty from not playing preseason, but he was in the Euros. I mean, for crying out loud, he was the only player to score a goal for England during the Euros final. The only goal that, yeah, they did not end up winning. But yeah, he was a bit rusty to me. And so were the other players. Preseason, I said, was underwhelming. And I don't have a lot of hopes for this season. So let's just start there. But a very disappointing game. And yeah, we start off with a loss first game. How do you feel, Blues? Anyway, guys, yes, I will be back with some transfer news, and of course, this is my review, first game of the season. I will be diving into it a little more in the week. But how do you feel? Were your expectations met? And how do you think Maresca will perform as the season goes on? Is it going to be a challenge for the Italian? Or will the Italian actually handle the pressure? Because Chelsea comes with a lot of pressure. So if you're new, yes, we considered. Yes, I did not post my preview. I'm sorry. I'll do better. But in terms of my review, very disappointed. We can definitely do better. After this, I'll need to eat some paella and estrella. I'll go mi cucurella. Guys, I'm sorry. The song is stuck in my head as much as we lost, but it is what it is. If you're new, please like the video. Share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. Yeah, it's gonna be a long season.